Everyone, welcome back after a break. Today we are doing poem second, The Laburnum Top from Hornbill. This is our lecture 24. Let me give you a brief introduction of the poem before we go for the detailed explanation of the poem line by line. This poem is about a relationship between the laburnum tree and a goldfinch bird. Laburnum tree is a short tree with hanging branches, some yellowish flowers and some poisonous seeds, or you can say fruits. Goldfinch is a small bird with yellowish feathers and stripes on its face. Means its face seems to be bad with the stripes. This is a romantic poem because there is a lot of reference of nature, different forces of nature, and it reflects interdependence of different forces of nature. At that particular point of time, when the poet saw this, came across the feelings and he wrote this poem, at that time it was the month of September, afternoon with yellowish sunlight, and he saw that laburnum tree. It was lifeless, but that tree becomes alive as soon as a goldfinch arrives there. Now this arouses the curiosity of the poet. He could judge, he could perceive the difference, and he was excited at this new reflection that this bird came and this laburnum tree which was so silent, which was just dead like, and it came to life. So that is why the poet says there is a correlation between different forces of nature. So he gives a description of that particular occasion. This is about the introduction. Now there are certain literary devices used here, and most of these literary devices we have already done in our previous lectures. Alliteration, simile, metaphor, personification, transferred epithet. So I have already given the explanation for this. We'll straight away go for the examples when we go for line to line explanation. Okay, now let us do this poem line by line. The laburnum top is silent and quite still. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. As I told you before, when the poet saw this tree, he saw that this laburnum tree was quite silent and still. It is told that afternoon of the September, month of September, the time was afternoon and the light was somewhat yellowish. A few leaves were yellowing and the seeds had fallen. These are some of the indications of the advent of autumn season. And this laburnum tree was silent up till the goldfinch comes back. So that is, this first stanza is connected with the second stanza. In the first stanza, it has been told that the tree was quite silent, but it comes to life when that goldfinch comes back. So in the beginning of the second stanza, it is written till the goldfinch comes back with a tweeting chirp, with a kind of chirping, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. So that goldfinch bird comes and sits at the end of a branch and give a chirping signal. And as soon as this gives this chirping signal, her offsprings, they make such a chirping that there was all of suddenness, a startlement, kind of abrupt, surprised moment or situation. Then sleek as a lizard. For some time this bird sits at the end of the branch, visualize the situation, and when feel safe, she moves into the thickness to her nest. Then sleek as a lizard. Then here sleek as a lizard, it is very clearly written here that this is a example of simile, sleek as a lizard, and alert and abrupt. when she enters the thickness, means enters the tree, inside the tree, and she want to reach up to her nest, she was very alert and abrupt. She was very quick in that. She enters the thickness, and at that very moment a machine starts up. A machine of what? A machine of chitterings. The offspring, the young ones, they chirp so much that it seemed that this was a machine of chittering. And at the same time there was a tremor of wings and trilling, sharp, the chirping of the young ones. And with all this, the whole tree trembles and thrills. So as an effect, the tree start trembling. It was full of excitement, it was full of life. So we can say that the tree which was so silent and death-like, by this time it was full of life. So in this lecture we'll be doing up to here only. Then the second part we'll be doing in the next lecture, along with the exercise and some extracts. Till then, have a good day.